everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Megan and I get to be the wife to Hunter and the mom of Millie May. Millie is 8 months old. Today's video is 8 reasons you should consider hiring a sleep consultant. A couple of disclaimers. This video is for people who are really debating hiring a sleep consultant, or maybe your kiddos just struggle with sleep or always have, or just need a push in the right direction and you just want some help. This is not going into why you should sleep train. This isn't about, what method of sleep training you have to use. It's none of that. It's just my experience of hiring a sleep consultant. This video isn't sponsored. I just really loved my experience with mine, and it just made me feel like I should share my reasons for hiring her and why you should consider hiring one for your own needs. So reason number 1 is so that you, the mom, I guess, or the dad, but I'm kind of more so talking to mamas now, so you are not exhausted. Oftentimes, because the men are normally out working, or maybe your baby is only breastfed or something, the moms tend to be the one to carry that a little bit more, and it makes sense that they do. Maybe a dad would be helping with the feeds. I know Hunter did, since Millie was bottle fed after 3 months. But anyway, so you are not exhausted. Your sleep is important to everyone. You will have a better life, your baby will have a better life, you will enjoy life more. Being exhausted is horrible. It's just, it affects every area of your life. One of the reasons you should consider it is so you feel well rested. Number 2, your baby needs help. Some babies, they're fine, they've got it. I've heard of random babies just sleeping through the night by 2 months old just because the mom didn't try and do anything specific, the baby just did that. That's fine for some babies and parents. But maybe you feel like your baby needs help getting to sleeping through the night or getting to having good naps throughout the day. So if your baby is just kind of complicated and you feel like you need some help, you should do that. Number 3 kind of ties in with number 2, but if you have a complicated baby, you should consider it. Again, lots of people have that really easy baby that's just simple, happy baby. But if your baby is complicated, maybe they have some allergies, or maybe you've had to troubleshoot a lot and it's just been difficult, and you're just tired and you want them to get help and they're just complicated. They don't really fit the molds of everybody else. Maybe they have certain health conditions, or maybe they're just generally really fussy. They just want mom, or maybe they refuse to sleep in their crib. If they have a thing that when you tell other people they do and the other moms are like, oh, I don't know what I would do. Complicated baby. I say complicated, not horrible, not awful, just a complicated baby. Number 4, you don't have time to play detective. So some moms find it as a personal challenge and they kind of get excited about, troubleshooting, and they really feel fulfilled in making that happen. But if you're like me, and you're like, I don't have time to play detective. I went back to work at 6 weeks postpartum. I was doing all these things, and I know I only have one, but I don't have the time, or more likely, the patience to play detective. Did I let her sleep too much? Did I not let her sleep enough? Did she eat enough today? Maybe she overate in the middle of the night. How long did she nurse for? Did she nurse too long? Is she even getting anything? Is it too bright in the room? Is the noise okay? Is the noise too loud? There's so many questions that go into your baby sleep, and so I didn't want to play detective. Number 5, baby sleep is apparently really complicated, and our parents just suffered. So many people, like my mom and her friends, they're like, yeah, we had no idea what we were doing, and we just kind of didn't sleep for a decade. What? That's not okay. And now we have a Facebook page of all the sleep consultants. We have these resources. So if baby sleep is so complicated that there are literally professionals getting degrees and certifications in this, baby sleep is complicated. So don't feel bad if you need help. Number 6. If you're not good at troubleshooting, or if you're not super patient, you can either view this as an opportunity to grow in your patience, or you can be like me and say, no, I'm done. The troubleshooting, I hate it, and just trying to sift through everything. And if you're not good at troubleshooting, and I don't blame you, I am that mom. Plus, you're so tired, and if you have other kids running around, you may not have time to nap, or you may be working, or whatever you have going on. If you're not good at troubleshooting, you should consider it. Number 7, to prioritize your marriage. this might get a little controversial, so if you like co-sleeping, if you don't mind that, if you want to tend to your baby every time they cry, you do you. There is a line, and that line is different for everyone, about your baby sleeping in your bed kind of impeding on your marriage. And I know I've heard horror stories of like kids sleeping every single night in their parents' bed until they're 7, and I just can't help but think how that would hurt your marriage. You need time, just the two of you. And if all day you're either working or you're working at home with your kids, really, if you're doing that all day and then when nighttime hits, your baby is, or your kiddo is still in the room, that can be really hard. If that's just something you and your husband love, you guys talk about that, you decide what's best for you. But for me, I had spent 3 months sleeping in a recliner with my baby, and I missed just sleeping in my bed with my husband and having him right there, being able to roll over and talk to him and just being close to him. And so for me, for us, it was partly to help our marriage to just regain that bit of our life back. Number 8, the cost is worth it considering everything. For us, we were able to do it a little bit cheaper than other packages. Those are all of my reasons, and now I'll list how I got my reasons from my experience. So I hired Sleepyheads sleep consultants. I heard about them on Facebook. The things that I liked about working with Sleepyheads, specifically Hanukkah, is there was fast, easy communication. That woman has got you. I was messaging her and she was kind of, saying, well, we're welcome to help you whenever you decide, and all of these things. They're very easy to talk to, and what I like is they're very versatile. They're willing to go to whatever lengths that you need. They're willing to choose what method you want. They're like certain ages they may not work with, or very specific methods they may not implement, but for the most part they have a lot of options. And what I mean by that is, if you need an overhaul in your life, a huge package that requires 24/7 texting and emails and phone calls and Skype, like if you need that level of help, she has packages for you. Or if your baby has been sleep trained and they're just having a rough patch and you have no idea what's going on, you can have a 30-minute phone call for $35. $35. Beautiful. And she'll help you just troubleshoot those things and say, well, they got this much older and they're dealing with these things in their minds developmentally, and so they're needing this throughout the day. Like, it's not just about sleep. She has whatever options you kind of need that fit your family. She has multiple methods if you don't feel comfortable with certain ones. They're very versatile, and I really like that they do their best to include everyone. Oh, speaking of including everyone, they added me to like the Sleepyheads kind of support group, I guess, with all the other moms. And they literally post in there, hey, do you like our packages or should we add something different? What? They didn't have that $35 option prior to that, but when they posted that, I was like, I need something smaller for less money so that I can do this. And they made an option. It's amazing. Hanukkah really wants to give moms something that they can use to better their lives. She's not just in it for the money. She is invested in this personally. She is a mom. She struggled with her kids with sleep, so she understands, she gets it, and she is trying to help families regain some of their life back. So I like that she is trained, they are trained. I think she's hired more people now. They're trained, I'm not. So whenever I call her, the difference between me calling another mom friend and me calling Hanukkah with Sleepyheads is, when I call a mom friend, they're like, oh man, that stinks. Have you tried this? I'm like, yeah, I've tried that. Have you tried that? No, I don't really know if that would work. And they're like, that's a bummer, I'll pray for you, which I love. That's wonderful. Community is necessary. Help like that is necessary. But whenever I call Hanukkah, she's like, and what about this? Okay, here's your plan. It's going to take this long before you see results. If not, you need to call me, but it really should only take that long. It'll probably take not even that long. She has a game plan, and I don't have to do much. I just have to tell her how my kid is struggling, how much she's eating, what our schedule kind of looks like, and it's so wonderful. Back to cost. If you think about the $35 per 30-minute phone call, we really only need that for Millie every other month. And if you do that per night, we're paying about 58 cents per night of sleeping through the night. I don't know about you, but when you're in the thick of your child not sleeping, you will pay I would pay probably $15 a night just to get good sleep every night. Much less 58 cents. For us, it is worth it. Those are my reasons for you to consider hiring a sleep consultant. There are other sleep consultants out there. I know there are a lot of courses, but what I like is you can talk to them. You're not taking a course trying to apply all of these things. They're literally handing you the resource you need and telling you exactly what to do. I really liked working with Sleepyheads with Hanukkah, and I'm going to keep using her as long as I possibly need to. Go check out her Facebook page and see if there's anything you're interested in, see if there's a package that works for you. You can even have like a consultation call for free just to see if she would work with you or what she would recommend before you try and enter that. And I hope this video has been really helpful, and those are my reasons why you should consider hiring a sleep consultant. If you like this video and you like this type of content, put it in the comments down below. Thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day.